Hi everybody, I am going to show you how we are going to make our plan for our own Nick Phillipson style painting. As you can see here, he has quite a few squares. We're only going to do 6 squares, that's all we're going to do. Here is an example of an artwork that a student has done who's shown a really excellent understanding of his composition, that's his layout. They have gridded it. They have painted it in a very, very, very neat, controlled way. They have used a colour scheme, all right, and they've sort of cropped into the words and images. So they've shown a really good example of a really good understanding of the artist. There are lots of different themes that you can choose. Just discuss it with me first. You might want to do football, Marvel, brands, cities, countries. You could do candy wrappers, anything that you like within reason. Okay, you want to find something that has logos and symbols and text. Okay, so if you're researching your theme and you're really struggling to find logos and symbols and a text for it, maybe go with something else. So what we have to do is we need to make a plan and find these images, and we're going to trace them. That gives us a really good quality image. It makes it accurate, which is what Nick Phillipson does. It isn't hand-drawn on, he would be tracing his images. So here are some of the plans from the other classes, showing you what the plans sort of look like. Copy and paste images onto a page, and then you trace them. So what we need to do is we need to open a Google drawing doc. So we go into Google Drive. Now, you can use Google Drawings on your PC, laptop, but I don't believe you can use them very easily on your iPad. So you may need to do this home on a different computer. If you have another way of doing it, that's fine. I'm not sure how Word docs work because these are images. Why I like to use Google Drawings, you go down here, more, is because Google Drawings is set up for using images, and you can layer them on top of each other, crop them and position them where you want to without having borders and whatnot. We want to use this whole entire page to the edge, okay? When we look at these works, they go right to the edge of the page. So we're going to divide this page up. So, oh, I'm all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to do Chanel. So I'm going to Google Chanel. Oops. I'm going to find the word Chanel that I want to use. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to I'm going to delete that actually. I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to paste it on. It's got all this space around it, so I want to crop it really tight. When you crop, if you crop from the corners, it goes from the side to side and it takes you less time than cropping it from the bottom and the top and the sides. We want to make it really tight, okay, tight around the word. Okay, I'm going to drag it up to the corner, and now I'm going to make it reach the end of my page, there, okay, because we're going to split this up into thirds. It's a little bit narrow. It should take up at least half the space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it down a little bit so it's a little bit bigger. Looks a little bit strange, but that's okay. Remember, he crops his images really, really closely. I've got a good word here because it has 6 letters, which is easy to divide up into 2, lots of 3 for our 3 spaces. If you have a letter that is uneven letters, like has 5 letters, you may have to chop into the letter. That's fine, not a problem, okay? So now that it's the right size, I'm going to select it, copy, paste, 2 more times, so I have 3 copies. I've moved my copies down here for when I want to use them. I'll select this. I'm going to crop it, and I'm going to divide it into thirds. So here's my first third. It's quite easy. CH. Okay. Bring up the next one. I'm going to select it, crop it, drag it over to the A, and drag it over this way. Okay. There's my AN. I'm going to pop that down there. I'm going to grab my last one, and I'm going to crop it. So I just have the EL at the end. Yeah. To click outside. All right, so there we go. I'm going to position them where I think they should sort of be. That looks good. Now I'm going to try and find 3 logos. I know Chanel has only one main logo, so I'm going to pick this one here, and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to my page. I'm going to paste it. All right, I'm going to crop the image. Once again, whoops, that's not doing it. Crop it nice and closely, nice and tight to the image. And I might put it in the center. That looks way too small to me, so I'm going to make it bigger and move it to where I want it. I think that might be a little bit big. We want it to fit into our squares. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me. Now I need to find 2 other images that are going to go into those spaces. I might use the number 5. So I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to I might enlarge it a little bit first so I can change it a bit easier. I'm going to go from the corners again. I'm going to crop it really tightly. Like that. Position it to where I want it. Make it the right sort of size. It doesn't matter if it goes pixelated. That's not a big deal. All right. And then I'm going to find one more image to go in here. And then you'll print this off, bring it into class, and use it for tracing. So that is how you make your layout for your plan. If you're not using a Word, then you can just do the candy wrappers, and you can just zoom in on them. Just try and make sure that they're roughly the same sizes, okay? So see, we've got this divided into 6 sort of square shapes, okay? Good luck. Bye.